Alright, we're back. Whew. That's right, this is very, very loud. So we are going to turn that down more. Cool beans. Alright, alright. That was very loud again. Welcome back, thank you very much, Danny. Yes, I've gone and went and quickly. Oh, actually, I just remembered. I have to do this. That way? Or is it that way? There we go, it's that way. Cool beans. Oh. And I need control pad in there. Because I like having the control pad for this. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Hopefully, this game understands me hot plugging in a control pad. There we go. Cool. We are good. 310. That's the longest time I've got on there, isn't it? Yes. Oh, okay. So, I think Infernal is right, and having a quick look in this. Is also a case of dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it very much does that. So I don't think we have to beat these people. But the guide is telling me to. And I'm going to trust the guide because the last time I trusted my own instincts with this game, I soft locked myself out of finishing the game. Oh, they tell you how much you've been knocked out. Okay. Well, the bottom one does anyway. Also, let me know if it's too loud or something. Okay, you. Ugh. Feels it starts me first. Ugh. I mean, do that. That's only one side. Go there. Yep. Cool. Oh, you little fucker. I'm about to reload this already. I'm about to reload it already because I have just shafted myself and they are going to take this card. Yeah, we're not losing. We're not losing a fucking one of a kind. We're not losing a one of a kind card in the school bitch symposium. Like this is baby's first fucking battleship. Like, yeah, no, we're not doing Apparently I should beat these two, so I'll probably beat one, go and save, then beat the other one. Shane's game is such a music. It does. Like, it actually does. I didn't realize, too, this is a thing. I didn't realize that... Oh, sorry, Danny, you did mention that the audio sounds good as well. Thank you for checking that. I didn't realize there's some of the music in this that I thought was just from 7, because in my head 7 is like the be all and end all. So I was like, yeah, 7. Let me go first, you bastards. You know, we're going to put that there because he hasn't got anything that's going to be able to turn it. And if I do this in the middle, he can't turn that, but he'll do that, which means that I can then that. Cool. Look at I've already got. Yeah. Can't believe I lost to get you next time. Yeah, you won't, because I'll never play you again, because I've beaten you and that's fine. I'm going to go and save, and then I'm going to come back and fight your friend with cards. Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Correct? You know, this isn't really Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon. This is just, they wanted to do a minigame. You know what is really good, actually, and I am perfectly fine with saying this, is the Final Fantasy trading card game. I fucking love that game. So good. Such a short lifespan for cards, which is very unfortunate, because they bring out, like, so they came out in Japan, like, with the Final Fantasy trading card game, I want to say 6 years before they did anywhere else. And then when they brought out the game to the West, they had to catch up. So it was like Opus 1, Opus 2, Opus 3. They just put out seasons and seasons of cards in such a quick succession, you could not keep up with them. Heard you. Yeah, I was just talking about the fact that this Final Fantasy has a card game in it. And I went to say it's something like Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's not. It's absolutely nothing like Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah. God damn it, stop making me go first. The problem with it making you go first is that shit, I might have just shafted. No, I didn't. I beat it by 1, 2. Didn't know there was a trading card. Yeah, it's really good too. It's actually it's pretty easy to kind of wrap your head around as well, as far as the rules are concerned. Like, it's one of those card games where they come along and there's the there's the usual obviously turn and rules and that kind of thing, where you play through a turn and there's phases and all that kind of stuff. But it's a very, if there is a special rule for a card, it's on the card. You're not really dicking around too much. It's a very simple but effective trading card game. The Final Fantasy trading card game. Triple Triad's one of the best parts of this game, man. The card game that's in this is genuinely one of the best parts of the game. I spent more time playing the card game than the actual game. Cool. So there's those guys. I've beaten them. Okay. I don't know why. We're doing these games, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Love Triple Triad, hated Queen's Blood. What's Queen's Blood? What's Queen's Blood, Danny? Is that one of the Final Fantasies I haven't played minigame? Final Fantasy Rebirth. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I have not checked it out. If I do this. Because then you can flip that over. Pretty easy. You know what we are? We're gonna that one, then we're gonna go. Threes. If we do that, that should trick him into getting that one. And then I can shaboop. Nice. Beat him. Many people loved it. I'm in the minority. I'm too done. like I said, I haven't heard of it, so yeah, I haven't even heard of it, Danny, so then again I haven't played Rebirth, so because Rebirth's the second one? I want to say second one, or it was in the first one and I just for the Final Fantasy remakes. I don't know. I can't remember it. I feel like if there was a trading card game, if there was like a card game in the one I played, I feel like I would have played it. But yeah. Second, yeah, no, I haven't done the second one. If you play enough, you can obtain all cards from levels 1 to 5, apart from unique level 5 card mod. The point you can use card mod to obtain some powerful... Okay. Right. Okay, so this wants us to... card mod. Screws, Imstone piece. What do we want? Blizzaga, Blizzaga, Thundaga, and Tornado. Do I feel like I really need these just yet? Snowlimes, Blitz, and Abyss Worms. I didn't get any of those cards. Huh. So that was like the guide was like, hey, here's what you do to get these things. And I'm like, oh, Using ability to change the card to magic. Cuts down on farming for draws. Right. Snowline, Blitz, and Abyss Worm. I am glad that you can't do some of them. Okay, well, I guess I'm just playing more Triple Triad to get more of these cards then. Hang on, I'm just going to go and get there's like a cure draw point. Then there's a junction such so my cube ready. Yeah, no, that's what I'm kind of putting together now is that, yeah, when I was 15 and I was just trying to put this game together as I could, I was not understanding jack or shit as far as the junctioning, how to make yourself tough is concerned. Because that's the whole thing, right? Like this, the more you level, the stronger the enemies get. And the way that you get bonuses to hold over them is by having magic that you've kind of like stuck to your chest or whatever. So why am I saving again? You know what? I'm doing it, I guess. I'm still in like Resident Evil, everything's gonna go wrong brain mode. Played when you were 12, 14, so I'm glad it wasn't. Oh yeah, no, definitely wasn't just you. Wasn't just you. I feel like a lot of people didn't understand the actual kind of junction-y system, because it is one of the things where, because you can lock yourself out of not being able to, you can lock yourself out and not be able to finish the game. And I know that from what I've seen online, a lot of people did that. So, boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Oh yeah, they can't even fucking get rid of this one. Sorry, hang on. Oh, you. Butt munch. You know what? We're going to stick that there because he'll turn it. Oh, he didn't turn it. He didn't have enough to turn it. I thought he was gonna, but he did not. Okay, Snowline, Blitz, and Abyss Worms. Now, what are they? Gala, Chimera, Mesmerize, Caterpillar, Anaconda. None of them were cards that I wanted. Yeah, you go first this time, douche nuts. What do we want? You know what? We're going to get that guy into that position again. Can you stop? Hey, there we go. Okay, so Behemoth. Behemoth times 10 provides one barrier to each kiss this mighty guard. Cockatrice. Fight Bug. Give him 47 in. Gaspar. Shucks, I lost. Okay. Sorry guys, you're probably in for a lot of this for the rest of the night, because I need to get some stuff. And the thing about Final Fantasy VIII is that you need to get as much stuff as you can without leveling up. And to be honest, I've already leveled up 1 or 2 more than I wanted to. Because I think I'm like level 10. Yeah, I'm level 10. And I kind of wanted to try and keep it at 9 because that seemed to be what we wanted to do, but Oh no, my guy here's gone. Butts. And Chileans and two in the same boat in a few hours. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Look, there is a little bit of me, Danny, that is looking forward to getting through this because I've never seen it. You know, I've never actually seen the ending of this. So there is a little bit of me that wants to, that is really, you know, kind of excited to do it. But then there is the rest of me. It's not. Oh, he can't do anything else. I don't think. Oh, he did that one. Right. If I do this, he'll pivot that. Oh, no, he could. Yeah, okay, cool. Hey. I watched the playthrough of Jay not terribly long ago. So that means you're an absolute master, right? Like, you know exactly what's going on. I can take 4 cards, so where are we? Creeps. Throstavius. God, none of these are worth a fart in the dark, apparently. Master. Maybe I want to do the guys at the cafeteria as well, because maybe I want to do the guys. The guys at the cafeteria did, I think, have some decent cards? Spreading. Oh, for like your game Infernal, or? Because I've still got the different rule running on mine, thankfully. Of course. Huh. Okay. I think I boxed him in. I did. Cool. Okay. Blobber is on the big list. God, there's just... Hey, you're pretty good. I'll beat you next time. Knowing that these guys have got, like, perpetually shit cards is nice. I say shit cards, like, you know, shit enough cards. Blitz and Blitz. You know what? If none of the ones that I'm hunting for are there, I'll at least get the first two that I don't have. Cool. Man, the models that they updated for this look really good. I just wish they actually put effort into the, you know, the backdrops and the environments. Because the models look nice. They you know, they don't look like modern models. They still look like they've got some age to them, but they're not like horrendous. Because I guess that's the thing. You got to remember this was on the PS1. Not even the 2 for this one. When it came out, it was PS1 material. Yeah, no, I mean, it's kind of like how the original Resident Evil got that redo on the GameCube, right? Because with Resident Evil, that was one of the early times where they went, hey, we will give you, you know, a new version of Resident Evil on the GameCube, because you can have it on a little disc. And they went, hey, we will absolutely pump all of the resources into the models looking really good. The backdrops, you know, can look fine, but for the most part, we worried about just the models looking really good. So they made the models look really good. And the models look good enough to the point where they still stand up today, realistically. Do you plan to play Rebirth? Look, if I see it for a decent sale, I will. No line. If I see it for a decent enough sale, I'll grab it, but yeah, I haven't seen it for a decent enough sale. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Classic RE making on a panic attack for watch reason. I love, like, when I did my run through the first Resident Evil, I had this idea. I thought, for some reason, that it was a relatively short game. And it is. It's not exactly a long one. First Resident Evil isn't huge. But I grabbed it and I went, hey, I've got a 12-hour stream. Because this is when I was doing my 12-hour streams a bit more regularly. And I went, I'm going to do like my first ever run through Resident Evil. Because, you know, it came out when I was like 13. Kids were playing through this game. So I went, I'm going to play through Resident Evil in a 12-hour stream. And I had stuff to do that night. I got going pretty early because I wanted to make sure I had time. I was like, cool, this is all good. And I think it took me 14, 15 hours to get through it. Yeah, so it's not as short as I thought it was. But it is, you know, it is a one-day run if you really want to kick it. Reading about Barry last night, felt the anxiety, man. Man, Barry sure did disappear for a long time. Snowline, Blitz, and Abyss. Blobber, Iron Giant. Because Barry was in the first game, and you know, you find out that everything's gone wrong, and Barry's a little bit involved where he shouldn't be, and then you don't see him again until is it Revelations 2? His daughter shows up, I think. Yeah. His mention in Requiem was like, oh yeah, what happened? Yeah. Yeah, they did. I know something came up and his name popped in at some point. Gala gets regeezed. Oh, Roger. There's just nothing going on here. I am getting none of the cards that I want. The Ari story is really good and involved, and like reading about it, I can't take it in so much. No, that's fair. It's a very intense story. It is one of those stories that you can either I can listen to piecemeal and that's fine, but if I listen to too much of it, like it just gets to be so much that I start kind of almost confusing myself a little bit, trying to remember the details along the way. My god, this is so much Triple Triad already. I don't think I was ready for how much Triple Triad this would be. No, oh mate, it's not there. She's scaredy cat. You had me watch him play when you were 10. That doesn't. Yeah. No, that's being forced to deal with it certainly won't help. I already know what kid you're talking about, Infernal, and I hate that kid. He dick dang doodles around and makes it real painful to actually catch up to him. Oh, I should have, yeah, not done that. Hey. Chicks with fat asses. Pump that there. We're gonna drop that there. How you doing, Prince? I need to move that over here because in that way I can actually see what's happening in chat. Wouldn't that be crazy? Any good wake up shower? Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Grab his dick and twist it!
I do still love the grab his dick and twist it. I am not getting any of these cards. Just by the way. How many Leon twerk emotes are out? Well, I mean, especially with that mod. That mod to give him like the whale tail, like the thong creeping up out of his pants and the tramp stamp. Just making him a slutty little Leon. Ew. Maybe you can give the kids Benadryl. I mean, you know, it is always tempting to give your kids their first visit to a hat man. You know, it's called a whale tail. Man, look, it was called a whale tail when I was still a teenager. I don't know if it translates now or not. I'm an old man after all. But yeah, because it's like, what up? But yeah, people went hard on modding just like Leon to just have a huge ass. What's a whale tail tramp stamp? So a whale tail is when someone's thong or their underwear sneaks out above their pants and around like their side, like you know how whale tail goes. Yeah, kind of like that. And a tramp stamp is a tattoo along the back there. Tramp stamp's a tattoo along just above your ass, the like the license plate kind of, you know, tattoo. We're gonna do that one. Tramp stamps for fun. Man, that is commitment to the bit. I've got to give them that. That is commitment to the bit when they go that far. They would bring me to university and put dollars to it. I've known a lot of women that have had them. Just out of sheer like, because that was the thing. Like when I was a young warthog. When I was a young dude, initially it wasn't seen as like something, you know, doom-worthy. You just kind of like got it. And then like some people just wanted it. And it was just generally seen more as like a feminine thing than an I'll throw this around thing. That being said, I don't think it took too long. And I had a teacher that had tramp stamp, we saw it, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, she's got one." Yeah, but like I said, I knew people that got them just because it was like the thing. And yeah, that's it. Like I like them. I'm fine with them. I dig them. Like I'm keen. So. Yeah, I'm look, I was a late teenager in the early 2000s. That was like top tier that you were hoping that was there. So Snowline Blitz. Your wife's might as well get so man's got. Look, like I said, I even like them, but it is just it's the name that everyone knows them by. Like I said, I don't want anyone to think that I'm saying it's a negative. But that is kind of the easiest name to call them that everyone will know. Oh, no. Ugh. Do that, then he's gonna pop that. If I drop I think I'm gonna Yeah, we just draw. We have to come up with a term they like so they get more. They got to come back at some point, right? Like, they have to come back in at some point. Like, let's face it, there's too many people walking around with mullets and moustaches now for anyone to not bring things that are actually good back. I would like some things that are actually good to come back. I think some of the older tribal stuff. Yeah, see, that's the thing again. Like, the tribal tattoos and stuff were such a, you know, like, I'll get this because it looks rad. But then they turned into an, oh no, it's all gone wrong thing. Because they're another one that got, you know, kind of thrown to the wolves with the fact that, yeah, people just did not like them after a while. Had tattoo on your hip, refuses a tramp stamp, need to get a new tattoo before. Apparently I did the whale tail thing when I was young and didn't know how to know. Hey, if it works, it works. If you did it by accident, that just means you got it right without trying. Yeah, Danny was Danny was on top of it. She was sorting it out. All over it. Like, good on her. Tribals. Yeah, Tribals, I think, like, Tribals did this thing where what happened was they were kind of an easier thing. Well, the way it was seen when I was younger, you know, Tribals were seen as something that weren't too hard to do, right? It was just black line work, which is way harder than people think, but they think that because it's line work that it's fine. Well, if I don't cough and die. But then they would go, cool, I want that, but I want it like all the way down my arm. And it'd be just like this big, blobby, uneven, black, curved triangles that were just like uneven because they didn't quite even them out when they did them. And it just turned into this thing where it was like, okay, some dudes are just going like, I'm going to get a tattoo and it's going to be sick. And they'll get those. That's kind of what they turned into. I remember being a kid watching wrestling, seeing Lita. Yeah, because it was great. So Danny was a dumb college. Hey, look, we've all, if you haven't been a dumb college kid that drank too much at least once in your life, then you haven't lived, I don't think. No dying on stream, no promises. You know, Lita was great. Lita was a big deal when I was a kid. I have no idea what that says, Dark Mustic. Sorry, buddy. Don't remember your college days. I remember my college days. They were interesting. They were, well, no, I say I remember them, but I remember most of them. Don't mean tattoos. Your wife has a small one on her arm. Yeah, look, I didn't get any tattoos until I was in my 30s. Because I was so worried about like what other people would think, and like if I get this and then that's one that's like not cool or whatever. And then I got to a point where I was like, I don't care anymore. I just kind of got to a point where I was like, I want this thing and I'm gonna get it. Good game. It's fine. Dark Mustic, sorry, I just translated your thing. It's fine. It's a lot of grinding at the moment to try and get some stuff done. Many blackout nights, wonder I survived. Oh, yeah, the amount of stuff that I drank in college that I was just like, I don't know what this is, but let's put it in my system. Drink. I just have the one, but one for the kids. I have an idea what I want. Just need to figure out them. Yeah, that's my. I think I might have mentioned to you before. Like because my family come from up in the Norwegies, and my mother would like write in runes and stuff when I was younger. So I ended up with like my kids' names in rune work on my arm and stuff. It's yeah. It's always good if you can do something like that. If I do that, we win. You can drink a bottle of Jack like it's water. Bottle of Jack like it's water for dinner. Worst hangover was after a bottle of Skull vodka in Route 44 green apple slushy. Oh man, forbidden cut required. That sounds like an adventure, if nothing else, Danny. To be fair, I feel like you've been run over next morning. Route 44 green apple slushy. Yeah, I don't know. These are actually language. It's not exactly like an exact art. It's there's the old Futhark way of reading them and the new Futhark way of reading them, and it's kind of a very like personal preference. Kind of a very personal preference as to which one you feel vibes with you more. So it's, yeah, it is a language, and it is where a lot of like our letters now come from as well. I've actually got a cheat sheet for them because I'm terrible at learning on my arm now, so I can write in them. I can't understand where to get this card with the kitten. Not sure. I don't actually know anything about the game Dark Mustic. I am just currently following a guide and trying to get some cards myself. From the USA, so you live in the USA bubble. That's fair. Like yeah, it's one of those things where if you're not in front of it, it's understandable that you don't know it. Hey, goddamn chicken strips. Chicken damn strips. Probably that one. Second most drink bottle of hypnotic. Going between 2 bottles of Aftershock. I really thought they were trying to break the bottles. That is, look, I don't know what kind of night that is, Danny, because I don't know what those are, but that sounds like you put a lot of effort into not being able to remember anything. Yeah, that sounds a lot like you put a lot of effort into not knowing what you were doing. Infernal, if you're there, I'm just going to say right now, I'm not finding these cards that this is saying that we should be trying to find. It's crazy now because my generation doesn't hardly drink it. Man. We certainly tried to... drink everything before you guys got to it, I think. That's, you know what? That's what I'm going to say we were doing. That's why I drank so heavily when I was younger. Because I was trying to make sure that I saved all the rest of you after it. So my boyfriend, now husband, had a drink laced with hydrocodone. Oh, that doesn't sound like it went well. That doesn't sound like it went well. Hypnotic shine your age, son. I drank it as well. I'm not sure. I don't know whether it's maybe just the Australian side of me. I am not sure what hypnotic is. The kid has abyss worms. The kid has abyss worms and a few others. Okay, we want some abyss worms. Wild night worms. Yeah, no, it doesn't sound like a good time. If I'm going to be completely honest. Molder. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Danny. That's great. I think me, Danny. I think you and me are about. I think we are the same age from what we've said, or around it anyway. Used to drink a lot of folk. Drink something called the Incredible Hulk. Incredible Hulk. I have no idea what that. You got to run me through like any of these like nutty Australian, like nutty not drinks that I would have seen. These are like 22. Black Velvet's good with sweet tea. If you put in Dr. Pepper is the best drink ever. So if you ever suggest Dr. Pepper with anything, I'm usually pretty keen. 39 this year. I turned 40 last year, but you see, damn it, Infernal, give it up. Damn it, Infernal. This is what I kept telling Salon. I was just like, if you keep fucking telling people that I'm at retirement age, people are gonna start believing you because I look fucking old. Black Velvet's Canadian whiskey. I mean, sure. I'll have to see if I can find it. That sounds pretty good. 25 this month, man. You are spring chickeny as shit, Prince. You are real. I got 15 years on you. That's crazy. That's insane. Wow, I feel old. Since good for broke colleges. Broke college kids sounds like it makes sense from what you're saying. Right, I think that looks like an abyss one. I didn't read the name. We could legit be his parents. That's troubling. That is. Can you imagine that, Prince? How pumped would you be about that? Snow Line Blitz Abyss. Okay, yeah, he's got the Abyss one. So we want the. I don't know. I just like anytime anyone has the prospect of me being their father, it's got to be troubling. Oh, you know, crazy young parents, but it's one of those things where it's like, Wife was mad because I bought Resident Evil and she was like, now I don't know what to get you. I mean, you know, there's merch. There's always merch, man. Resident Evil 9 was really good, though. Resident Evil 9 was really good, though. So, farming or something? Yes, Bro Santa. I am trying to get a bunch of cards from this game. Not much. Snowline Blitz and one Snowline. One Abyss Bum, 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 bum. I did actually we got the outbreak ending soon, so that's good. Waiting Infernal. You can do it. You can do it, Infernal. I have faith. I have faith that you can beat that kid at this card game, Infernal. Because you need that mini-mog. That mini-mog is real goddamn handy. But yeah, mad because you bought Resident Evil. Sorry, I just wanted to jump back to that because I know we hit the ads. I mean, Resident Evil was a good time, so I guess it depends on what else you might be into. But there is merch. There is Resident Evil merch as well. I'd take it. Oh, that's rough. I have to assume not a cool guy then. Back. Hey, Danny. We're all back. We're all good. Not much. It's alright, we got one. Told you just buy some Pringles. Hell yeah, Pringles. Man, Pringles are a good time though. Can't knock Pringles. He says, I don't sell myself short. I am short. Your card is mine. Can you see if, like, realistically, you could tip that kid upside down and steal that card? I guarantee it. What was I gonna say though? What was I gonna say? It's gone. Yes, I am farming for some specific cards right now. Brosando. So. Oh, true. I should add that as a thing. Hang on. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. There we go. I remembered how to do it because I'm a cool guy. I'm just going to keep beating this kid up until I get these cards. Quote 8. The shotgun is like the ballistic version of a sneeze. That was a good one. That was a good catch by Tuppence. Isn't talking about Up in Inferno Forever is named so because he's just forever fathering kids. Just hammering them out. Just slamming them away. Just piling out the kids. Come on. Have your way with me if you must. I can't even remember why he said that. I wish I could remember why he said that, but it's almost better that there's no context. Yeah. Oh, damn it. I looked away and get back here, kid. I want your damn cards. Yes, he's got an abyss worm. Get ready to eat shit, kid. Spam X after a fight. Oh, why are we spamming X after a fight? What's that gonna sort for me? You butt munch. Can't believe you've done this. You silly sausage. I'll get you yet, you silly sausage. You know, I'm going to chuck that there because, yeah, otherwise he was just going to get that card back anyway. Oh, it stops him running. Okay. Gonna eat pizza and drink coffee for breakfast. Breakfast of champions. Breakfast of champions. Yeah, Kramus, that's it. Yes, got him again. Drunk a breakfast. I don't think he's got any of the cards that I want. What a booty hole. There to block that off. Oh man, this kid is just getting shafted now. Didn't spam it because I forgot, because I am not a smart man. Good tell me something. Not any hot sauce. I mean, if you have to. If you have to. See, I'll probably spend about another 20 minutes or so just farming here. Then I will probably head off and go to bed because I need to go to the gym in the morning. Get that done. Stop off at Ducks to get my head buzzed because the starting to be a bit frustrating. And then, yeah, I don't know what I'll be doing tomorrow. I might even just I might do some of this grinding off stream, but in saying that, I am still sorting out everyone's wrestlers for Sunday Night Wrestling. So that might have to take precedence over grinding off screen for this. Let's go. 3 days in a row already slacking. Not quite. No, this is, like I said, gonna be. Yeah, I'll if I didn't need to get wrestlers done for the Sunday Night Wrestling. Yeah, this would kind of be my big one, but I need to get some wrestlers done. Where are we? How many of those do I have now? Abyss Worms 3, and I need 5. 12 hours. I mean, yeah, I'll tune in for sure. You actually got sleep last night, but you're supposed to stitch with bed. Okay. So probably not a 12-hour run tonight. That's what he's saying. Very good. But that's an option. Most people are going with the RA option. What's the RA option? What are we thinking there? Deathclaw. That's not a card I want, but it's a new card I needed. Oh, retro achievements. That's fair. Check to make sure you vote. Oh, there's like a vote thing somewhere. I feel bad because I feel like I've missed something. I feel like I've missed something. Oh god, I don't know what to do. You know what if I go blam? Then you'll chuck that there, and then I'll go here. Do that, and then here. You'll go in the middle, and then I'll fuck us up by drawing. Sorry for ways of playing for 500 followers. Oh, okay. No, I'll have to check that. I'll have to go and take a look. Yeah, I will fully admit I haven't really paid a lot of attention to too much Discord lately. Just because I was kind of bracing for Impact to because I was obviously thinking I was going to be leaving it because that patch was on the way. But then they walked it back and said they're not doing it till later on the year, so yeah. The Simp Guys Treasure Song, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I need 4 cards. That one I need because I haven't got it. Missed if you're farming. Yes. Yeah, bro Sando. I'm trying to get, there's a couple cards that I need to have some multiples of so that I can get some items from them. So yeah, at the moment I am just at the moment, bro Sando, I am just kind of farming for some shenanigans right now. Gonna find something else, but it seems like everyone else is going to stay with Discord. I went and found Root. I'm really liking Root. I've been using it with a few people that jumped over to it. Root is very good because it is kind of the closest thing to someone going, hey Discord, we're going to copy your homework, but we're also going to have it in our privacy agreement that we won't sell your data on. And so I went, okay, cool. I mean, if you've got it in your agreement that you're not gonna sell the data on, then fantastic. Don't pay attention to it at halftime, ignore your own. I will usually remember to at least check my own, but beyond that I'm kind of flaky. Then it's Discord and Discord. Something happened with Discord. Discord is bringing a patch in soon that will require you to either give them a face scan or to take a photo and upload your government ID to it. after they had a massive data breach last year and then this year again, I think it was. I'm not super comfy with that, so I am yeah, probably going to jump ship as soon as that update hits. Oh, I just shafted myself, I think. Yep, I just shafted myself. Nope, we're not doing that. Good thing I saved. Good thing I saved. Why would I give them ID, especially when they've had info? Yeah, it's like, and it's massive info leaks too. It's not, you know, yeah. It helps. It definitely helps with authenticity in the way that they're looking to get underage people kind of limited on there. It definitely makes sense for that. But kind of to go along with it, though, is that one of the things that they did when they first brought that up, because they did a round of that in the UK last year because of the laws that the UK passed about what they need for you to be able to access certain things online. And some white hats kind of followed the trail as to where the data went, and it went straight to Palantir. And I don't really want Palantir as a company having all of my data. So, yeah. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure they've already got quite a bit of it, or some of it at least. But, yeah, I don't really feel like handing out my data to any more companies like that. People's address and stuff, so it'll be a lot of dogs. Yeah, well, that's it. Like, that's the worry, right? Like, where is all that data going to end up? Because they keep doing that thing where they say, oh, we promise we don't keep it. But they said they didn't keep it last time, and then they got hacked, and they had everyone's data, so first, yeah, that's it. And like, and that's the thing too, like, even just by streaming, there's already so much of my info that's out there, you know. I don't really want to add to that pile. Really not getting many of these cards out there. But yes, I definitely am not super keen for them to just have complete unfettered access to my shit. So, stop putting killing. Oh yeah, no. Look. The only reason my kids ever turn up online ever is because, one, I've got family friends on Instagram, and two, because they don't seem to get into their head to not come in here when I'm streaming. And trust me, if I cut the feed every time they walked in, which I was tempted to do for a while, but if I cut the feed every time they walk in, I'm going to end up losing my fucking mind. So that's the only reason my kids are really on there. On the Palantir, no, they're very vague about it. They are very vague about it. They basically do. Palantir basically own a bunch of shit that happens to own other shit that kind of owns itself. They're a big, just money, data, privacy sponge. So yeah, they're horrible and gross, and they sell people's data, and they basically just exist to make the billionaires that run it richer than they are. That's kind of all they exist to do. Shithead. Good, there's two there that I need. Deleted Facebook personal identity or most famous friends. Yeah, that's fair. Like I said, that's fair. The only reason I use it is because there is people that I keep in contact with. I only got one card out of that. I guess I'll take the snow line. Kind of like BlackRock with it. Pretty much. They do also work. Oh, shit. The thing's changed. I just realized that the thing has changed to not be giving me the different thing. Anyway. Really? Craft IG and Gaming IG, you don't get on Blue Sky. Seems to be random. Yeah, none of these are things that I want. No, it seems to be... So the way it works, Infernal, is that you... You talk to there's the quote-unquote queen of Triple Triad, and she will... If you play a game against her... whatever rule she uses will be what everyone else in the region uses. But that only happens for a while. So if you get to a point where it's not what anyone's doing, you have to run back, play her again, and you can get her to change what rule she's going to spread by going to... If it's not a rule that you want, you can just quit, like, the game. So, yeah. Hey, draw point, cure, Norks. I can like saying hi to people I watch on stream every now and then. If I stream while the girls nap, he'll pop in, but knows not to go on camera unless they can say hi, otherwise. Yeah, no, if I did that, like, I'd never end up streaming just because of my work outside of it. So I kind of just do it and, basically go, hey, stay out. But then my boy is just like, I need to go in there because Dad's streaming, so I have to shove my face in the camera. Yeah, so, So it's all good. I think later user in other regions. Yes, yeah, I would assume so. I do wish to challenge you. Sitting down to play Fortnite with him. I mean, I've played plenty of Fortnite with him. There we go, different. Cool. As long as I beat her, the rule will come back. Watch you play. I think I'll boot up when the girls now. like I said, I am really thinking that I'll be doing a bit of grinding off stream for this, because this has already, if I'm going to be completely honest, say Infernal, just so you know what just happened then, because I went and played her and she used the different rule. So the amount of cards you get is the difference between how many you won by. Is how you then get them to change that rule back to everyone. They better nap. I agree. Yeah, look, this is taking a long time. And by a long time, I mean a long time. Like, I'm no stranger to the grind. I've played, plenty of MMOs and plenty of JRPGs before where there's been plenty of grind, but this is getting a bit silly. Get back here. Actually, hang on before I do that. Card. What am I looking for? Snowline, Blitz, and Abyss Worm. They're the main ones. So, and I need 5 of each of them. So Snowline, I've got 3. Abyss Worm, I've got 3. And Blitz, whatever the fuck Blitz is, I have none of. I haven't even seen it yet. Love JRPGs, but hate the... Look, if it's a game that I enjoy, I don't mind. I think I ended up... Man, 12, I ended up spending a heap of time grinding in because I just enjoyed it. Then oh no, I'll let him run past this time. And then, but yeah, that being said, 7 being a game that I like, Final Fantasy 7 is still like one of my favorite games ever. I ended up, what I think the highest level I've gotten to is maybe 80 something. Because my brain doesn't keep going at that point. I kind of always need something to actually do. When you Zarya, can you speed up to health grinding? Yeah, you've got to speed up in this as well, but when you're doing it for cards, it doesn't really help. Because doing it for cards requires you choosing things and putting them down. Grinding in the sunken tube, getting cocky and taken out by a Marlboro or an experiment. Yeah, that always sucked. Because that's the thing too, like my goal for a while there was to try and beat the, the weapons, like Emerald Weapon and stuff, but I still haven't done it. There is an ad coming up in about 50 seconds, guys, so I'll probably... losing like 3 hours grinding. None of these are things that I need. None of them. I don't think. Yeah. Marlboro, Lion Giant, Marlboro, Behemoth. Gizzard. I did see a Gizzard there. Yep, Gizzard. A Gesper. Okay, so there's at least like some stuff that I can probably use. Oh, I forgot to mash the X button again. 3 hours. Come on, game. You can do it. Okay, cool. He's got one that I want. Let's go. Okay, so that's 4 snow lines. How am I doing? 4 cards. Okay. Gizzard. And a Blobra. And I think... just saw a Universal ad about divorced kids starting to get along. Subaru commercial. No, I messed up my buttons. I fat fingered the analog stick. It's all gone wrong. But no, that is a weird as fuck Subaru commercial there, Prince. That is a wild as fuck Subaru commercial. Telling us time to move to cigars from vapes. Of course. The mouth cancer. Brilliant. The mouth cancer. Yeah. Okay. Jeez. This one sees we have some cigars. I prefer cigars, if I'm going to be honest. They're just... because you, like, with cigars, the whole thing is, like, it's just tastes. So you kind of, you know, you're meant to go flat, here we are, cool beans. So no, I do like cigars a lot more, but I also kind of... We've had that discussion before where I'm like very anti that just because it's what killed my mother. So Snowline Blitz and Bliss. Not to be on cigars, no one smells so good. I mean, like realistically, it's why I can deal with, like, I can understand people vaping to a degree because it's like, well, it gets the compulsion away, and most, like down here, I don't know how it is anywhere else in the world, but vapes, as by default, don't have nicotine in them. Just in general, they don't. It's actually in my state illegal to sell vapes with nicotine in them. So what you're basically doing if you buy a vape down here is you are getting basically a steamy puff of sugar flavor water. And that's kind of it, you know? Like that's the end. So it's yeah. I should do that here. I mean, like I said, it gets rid of the, like, because that's the thing, it doesn't do the thing where it doesn't have all the chemicals that they blast into cigarettes that make them even worse than they are. So that's obviously good. But it also has obviously the thing where, because, like, partially some of the reason people continue to do it is because they're like, I just want to do something with my hands and I'm fidgeting. So I'll go outside and so it's, yeah, no, it's down here, it's seen as a good way to get off cigarettes. because, yeah, there's nothing in them. Ugh, like, absolutely nothing in them. I make some of that nicotine use me. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. It's like that's the thing. That's one of the main portions of it that fights with you. And yeah, it's what people are used to doing, so they keep doing it. Yeah, and routines. Yeah. I think I can use the grats for something. No, I can't use the grats for anything. Man, the sheer amount of these card games that I'm doing where there is nothing to gain is very real. Once again, I don't think I've got anything to gain out of this one. You butt munch. Everything seemed to soon started vaping smoking just so they could get the smoke breaks. Like, yeah, no, I look, Prince, I straight up did that. There was a place that I worked where I went, wow, that's actually really annoying that these guys just seem to get more breaks than I do, and everyone's just fine with it. I was like, how do I do that without actually shafting myself? And so I went, okay, and I went and like got a vape and like got the juice, and I was like, cool, how you doing, guys? That's what I'm doing. Like, see you there. But no, that's how I actually got a bunch of breaks. Because fuck them. Fuck them. Yeah, no, yeah. And that's the thing, like, the other thing with it too is that you've got to, like, remember that a lot of people who run a lot of, are the age where they run workplaces still, are people that grew up and were, like, working during the age of everyone just smokes because it's fine. So, you know. I think all those things that say you get cancer from it are lies. Why? Because I don't have it yet. I'm wicked. Okay, buddy. You go. Guys, so the smoke breaks and prayer breaks. Prayer breaks and smoke as well. That is a solid game in the system on that one. That is getting all you can from it. Right, work got a 15-minute break in the morning, another in the afternoon. Just use those smoking and take extra because no for non-smokers. See, that's the thing, Danny's. I feel like you're probably actually considerate. I feel like you're probably actually a considerate person. No, I got told that I was just being difficult one day because I said that maybe I should just go out for a beer at lunch then. And I was told that wasn't being much of a team player, basically. I said that it's not my problem if they can't deal with not smoking all day. But I was apparently I wasn't a team player for that. Stand by doors and smoke, yeah. And if not do that, while being present, will make no noise. Yeah, no, it's that's the thing too. Like it is one of those things where it's not fun for anyone else at all. Like you're basically, like, anyone that does that is basically making like a good 10-foot square around themselves where everyone that walks in is going to go, like, fucking don't. Oh yes, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna go to bed because I need to go to the gym in the morning. So I'm gonna take off now. I will probably when someone's gonna cover your prayer, you can say. Says I'll have a quick play. I mean, like I said though, at least if it's a vape, you can be like, cool, that probably just smells like marshmallows and fairy floss, right? Smoke pit so far away. Good. Get out. Yeah. Yeah. But alright, I'm gonna go. Yeah, RE9 was really good. I'm really digging that. I am probably going to play a lot more of it, to be honest. Because I'm feeling like, because that was a really good game. And I'm thinking, like, if I can kind of get the pattern down for how to go through the care center. The care center at the start is the only part that I'm worried about now. Because everything else I've kind of done it and I know how it goes, so it's fine. But, yeah, see what happens. Final Fantasy VIII was grindy, but I think I'm going to do some of that off stream. So yeah, tomorrow I'm probably going to grind a bit off stream so that I get these cards, and then that way next time I stream it, we can hopefully shoot off and actually do something instead of still being technically in the tutorial. Alright, but yes, I'm gonna take off. Where he is before I take off, let's quickly check just to see. No one's online. Thanks for stream. No, thank you for chilling out, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. We get some good sleep. Yeah, no, it'll be alright. We'll get some good sleep. There'll be sleep. I'll medicate after I finish. Go to bed. Oh, but yes, you guys have fun. If I can catch you guys online tomorrow, I will say hello. But I do have the gym, a few other things going on. But yeah, I probably won't stream tomorrow. Next time on will probably be Sunday. Also, that being said, just so that everyone knows, because I'm still in the preliminary of setting everyone's wrestlers up, if you want a wrestler in Sunday Night Wrestling and you have an idea for them, go and chuck it in the wrestling thing on the Discord. On my Discord, go and say, hey, I want my wrestler to be AI in there, and I want them to be like this themed or whatever. Let me know, because then that gives me a better idea about how to make some more and keep the thing going. Because at this point I do need some more wrestlers. So yes, have fun guys, have a good night, I'll catch you next time, peace.